What's up, Wolfpack? I'm back with another video, and today is, I forget exactly what part. I'm pretty sure it's like part 10 or something like that, but whatever part it is, I'll put right here. But either way, it's another video for the Alan Jackson Who Says You Can't Cook It All cookbook series. And this is apple pecan salad with a twist, because at the time of recording this video and making this salad, I made this specifically with walnuts, not pecans, because one, I don't have any pecans, and two, I naturally don't like the taste of pecans, so it's more manageable for the taste of walnuts, in my opinion. But with that being said, let's get into it.
The almighty dollar and the lust for worldwide fame slowly killed tradition.
Hit a little traffic. Optimist. Decepticons.
That little hook for a while, that Angels and Alcohol, I didn't know what I was going to do with it. I just liked the way it sounded, you know, and so I finally sat down and tried to write the song, and this just came out. But I love the melodies, just country. I just love the groove on this little thing, and it's a very simple song. There's not even a chorus. It's just four verses, I think. It just kind of talks about how it's hard to love somebody when you're so messed up on alcohol. And one line's about you can't chase lonely with a bottle of wine. It's, you can't solve your problems by dipping into that either, so to the extreme, and that's basically what the song's about. And it's one of my favorites too. I like.
And then she asked, do I look alright? I said, darling, you look wonderful tonight. Remember when I was young, so were you. Time stood still. Love was all we knew. You were the first, so was I. Made love and then you cried. Remember when? Remember when? Vowed to vow, walk to walk, gave our hearts, made the start in the ocean. I'll travel anywhere you take a notion. I'll buy you tall, tall trees and all the waters in the seas. I'm a fool, fool, fool for you. If you want a great big mansion, well, I'll give it my utmost attention. I'll buy you tall, tall trees and all the waters in the seas. I'm a fool, fool, fool for you. Yeah, I'm a fool, fool, fool for you. It'll take a while, but I'll tell you it's true. Well, if it's loving you want, well, I've got it. If it's money you want, then I'll get it. I'll buy you tall, tall trees and all the waters in the sea.
That should be alright. Thank you.
If you want to take a trip across the ocean, I'll travel anywhere you take a notion. I'll buy you tall, tall trees and all the waters in the seas. I'm a fool, fool, fool for you. If you want a great big mansion, you left your Bible on the dresser.
That's why it was surprising to me that when they decided to put Chattahoochee out, I was reluctant because I said, nobody's going to know what that is, but the regular working people, professional people, they're just trying to do the same things as make a living, raise a family, enjoy life. I learned that there's a Chattahoochee everywhere. The way that I knew she would appreciate it, and it's a little bit probably misunderstood by some people.
Yeah, I don't know,
It's supposed to mean
over a third of a cup, but it'll be all right.
And I hope that's the way people hear it.
It says a third of a cup to mix in with the stuff. And then add and then it says and toss topped with grated cheese. So I feel like I'm not supposed to use all of the vinaigrette. So we can use it for something else later. If it's still good by then.
I've been doing this professionally for, I don't even know that.
Because it has heavy whipping cream in it, so I don't know how long it'll stay good for.
Thank y'all again for all this support
Yeah.
y'all given me over the years.
It's a little bit over.
It's always better to put less of something than more of something you can't take it away.
Yeah.
You can always add more, but you can't take it out. Just like cutting your hair. Don't cut a bun.
Hit a little traffic. Decepticons.
Well, you could glue it on, it'll look like a gum though.
Exactly.
So much, y'all sweet. I appreciate that.
I don't like wearing them all the
First
time.
thing I want to say is
Specifically because of
that they'll
switching back and forth, I was forced to wear them.
That touched my heart. Listen to that back there.
For switching back and
Always so
forth,
nice to
Oh,
me.
don't even talk
And
about it.
we
You
had
know
a
what?
I was having to be forced to wear
I'm
them.
gonna print something off for
and
you
we're gonna miss you,
from the
sugar.
Bible
Just wanted to
that
say
says
that. We're right up
it's a
with
sin.
yes, I've said this before. I think I've made more
Put your
videos
hand
than anybody in the
plow
world.
and
Yeah.
move forward.
After Chattahoochee, I was the first action
Today
video artist, I believe it, and then it was.
and tomorrow.
I went on to drive with trucks in the
Or
mud
today
and
is really all we're
NASCAR race cars
Can't
and
look
jump.
back.
I wasn't looking back on anything. I was just mentioning
I
that
jumped over 6 cars one time. I did all that stuff, you know.
I was forced on wearing my glasses whenever I was switching back and forth. That's not necessarily me looking back on
Done all
anything.
that stuff, and
Okay, I'm sorry.
I
Well, they
always
look
believed
very
that
nice. And I know before you
videos
didn't
are
like to
important
wear
to
them
the
because
music,
somebody
and
I never liked wearing glasses, period.
They made
watch
you.
CMT in the background and listen to the music and hear your songs when they may not hear it on
They
the radio.
made you do
And I still
everything.
believe that,
They
and
didn't give you any choices.
I'm not going to drag this on.
Yeah.
I've been really
That's no kind
blessed, of
of
course, with everything.
No.
And so thankful to all my fans and all my
every
music peers and
adult
everybody that's been
needs
so
choices.
nice to me over the years.
I'm not being taped, am I?
I was in the Bahamas
I'm recording.
2 years ago. It was about 5 o'clock.
Nah, you sound better than I do. I sound like a dying cat.
We went out to had a little
Dying
tiki bar
cat
out on the
getting
beach.
run
We went
over.
down there and sat at the bar, and me and my boat captain was with me. And, all of a sudden, I started hearing all these songs of mine. I mean, it was like all the big hits you'd expect, you know. And then I'd hear all these obscure songs that I hadn't heard in forever. And I thought, what in the world? And all of a sudden, I kept hearing this voice singing along with it. And I looked over there, and there was this young, big old black Bahamian bartender. And he was singing at the top of his voice all my songs, and he sang pretty good.
Oh, that box
I
right
thought that
there
was so
at the table, it
unusual.
can go to
He
double
came over and said hi, and he was a fan, of course. And I said, man, where are you listening to all those old songs? Some of those I hadn't heard and sung myself in years. He said, well, I got them all on my computer. I got them off CMT and everywhere. They're all your videos. And so it just made me realize then, you know, that some people love country radio everywhere, and nowadays they get the videos, and all that work I did all those years has paid off. So, so I have to say thanks to CMT especially for getting all that music out there, because the music, they heard my songs, and sometimes the video gave it a different expression to people. They have to look at it from a different angle, and I think it was real important, and I think it's helped prop up my career all these years. So God bless CMT and all you people out there. Thank you so much.
Do we have that shot of the lovely little girl with the tattoo? Do we have that? Like I said, just curious. Oh, there you go. Look at that. Now, who would that possibly be there, Alex?
That looks like one of my daughters.
You put that on there so you don't lose them?
Yeah, that's Allie, my middle daughter. They all put on these tattoos yesterday when they went to the fan club party. My little baby, all of them.
You got one on somewhere?
No, I don't wear anything with my name. But you can see.
Ooh, okay. Let me tell the folks where you're going to be coming up here. June 29th in Milwaukee, Wisconsin at Summerfest. Don't make me come up there. July 17th in Wheeling, West Virginia, Jamboree in the Hills. August 12th and 3rd in Westbury, New York at the Westbury Music Fair. Be sure to go check him out. Yeah, like you're from Westbury. We want to talk to some folks here for a second. All right. Then who do we have out here?
Well, you have a big Alan Jackson fan from the Mojave Desert in California. Hi, what's your name? Terry Jennings. Terry Jennings. And what is your all-time favorite country song and why?
Ooh, that's tough. I know I have so many favorites that I like, but I always seem to come back to George's song, Jones. He stopped loving her today because it's just hard to beat that song and how it was written and his performance, the record, and the whole deal. I mean, it's just, it's right up there at the top.
I heard him sing it Monday morning.
Did you?
Like you can't believe
He still sings good, even after his deal.
it. It's very, very nice. Somebody told me a story that when he recorded that, they actually had Tammy came in and that she sat down on the couch and there was just a light on her. And when he sang the vocal that we have all loved and decided made that our favorite song, he was looking at her like that. Sorry, yeah, there.
That's quite nice. Tell us from Dune in Georgia, Alan.
Well, I like that. My hometown.
Named Dan O'Dell.
See all your money?
Oh my gosh, my throat is getting sore.
Yeah, if you have a country singer,
I fed her today.
chosen for a career.
Hey, Reese, you
And
got
Lily.
water?
And Lily. I gave her one.
Anything about whatever ended up with, but it seemed like I was heading more into.
Said a lot because one of them died.
I'd always.
No, that wasn't your fault, Cody. Oh, this was for. Oh.
Those are the candied stuff.
Hurt you, Ed. Oh.
This looks like.
Yes.
Yes.
I have no idea what I'd ended up with. That would probably be the best.
I can, but if I do, it cuts out chunks of the
Oh, it's okay.
video.
People might like here.
Since I was 5 years old until he retired.
Yeah, like that one guy that came over to fix the air. Or whatever it was.
What?
Yeah.
This is Karen Sexton. Where are you from, Karen?
That one guy with the cross tattoo?
Yes.
You think he
What
likes
is the most memorable thing that a fan
Apparently, you really seem to think that he likes you. So, why wouldn't he?
I think it.
Didn't you say that?
Like in a good, never mind.
You're right.
No.
That's a tough question. I mean, I've had so many,
I just don't know why you had to show up several times to the trailer
I don't know if I can answer that without thinking.
over and over again.
I don't know.
Part of me feels like that was a different guy.
No, it's the same guy.
The other guy from what I remember, he was a little bit bigger than that guy.
Children's thing.
Well, maybe he lost some weight.
I like that better than anything. But country fans are just the most loyal. I've had people that followed me from day one and still come to shows, and I get notes and letters from them. That just the fact that they enjoy the music to me is the biggest compliment of all. You know, that's what I'm making for. You know.
Okay, thank you.
Right. You got time for one more?
Well, tell Dad that.
Hi there, what's your name?
He won't send him over here no
Where are you from, Sharon?
Birmingham, Alabama.
They're taking over, look out.
Don't tell him.
They're here today.
I know he won't
Besides
mind.
your family and
Because I
country,
told him some
what do you
stuff.
miss most about when you're on the road.
That Bill said, Uncle Bill, remember
Put me in there,
Bill?
too. I mean, really. I don't want you to say that. It would be weird. It'd be so
Yeah,
strange.
well, home cooking, that's probably what I miss more than anything on the road. I'm real lucky. I don't stay out on the road as much as I used to. First few years of my career, I was gone 200, 250 days a year, and that was pretty tough. But these days, I don't have to travel as much, so I'm very fortunate to be able to stay home with my family as much or more than somebody with a regular job. So I don't miss for too much anymore.
Home cooking, though. Come on. You don't have some hot thing guy that follows you
Yes,
around
Mom.
and makes you some chicken and stuff?
We did for a while, for several years. This outfit traveled with us.
Yeah.
Cooked some of my wife's and my mother's recipes out there, and my crew finally got so fat we had to.
Thank you very much. Thank all you guys for those questions. We got Shane Miner coming up next. Go away.
The almighty dollar and the lust for worldwide fame slowly killed tradition.
Hit a little traffic. Optimist.
Decepticons.
Painted red, the stripe was white, it was 18 feet, about a stern light.
I remember writing on Music Row down there in one of the old, we wrote in a bunch of the old houses back then, and they were little songwriting rooms, and we were upstairs. I don't even know who I was writing with now. We just go down there at 9 o'clock in the morning and write a song or two. And we were upstairs in this attic room, and the door was propped open with this music award. And I went over there and looked at it, and it was one of Chris Christopher's awards. And I thought that was so cool, but I also thought, if I ever win an award, I am not going to prop it up, leave it at some building somewhere, prop and open the door. So I made sure we've tried to keep all that memorabilia and everything. And I've got so many awards. It's just embarrassing, I swear. That girl from the museum came to our house. I know her head was spinning because we've tried it. We don't just lay it out like, show it off, but I do have places where we just keep it because we have to, but it's just, there's just so many awards from all, not just the CMAs and the ACMs and just little radio stations that give me things, and mayors that gave me keys to the cities all over the country and all over the world, all these awards. It's crazy. If y'all could see all that, and I'd love, that's what this whole thing is. I'm hoping we're going to get to share some of this stuff up here because it's just.
Charlie smelled
I
good.
can't even believe it. When I walk through our house, sometimes look at that, it just makes my head spin.
I think we do not fully understand what an incredible songwriter this man is, and that's what it's all about. This is a town where we have a phrase that it all begins with the song. This guy's had 35 number one. He's had 50, 60 top 10 hits. He said 35 number one.
Had a single lamp-confirmed case of the flu. That certain change once the weather does, but it's a good start. But COVID-19.
Jerry, when this was before, I had to say this because this was when I was new in town and just songwriting and singing demos, and I'd sing demos for songwriters in studio. They'd call me when it was a real country song. Obviously, it was sound country, and he had this little segment that for a while there, he played people's songwriters' songs.
Daily demos. I played the demos of songs, and you were one of them.
Yeah, so they'd play them and help songwriters get their songs heard. It was really cool that he did that. But anyway, he played one that I sang. And when he got through, he said, "Sounds like that guy singing had been sleeping under Vern Gosden's bed." Because I loved Vern, and I was trying to sing like him. And so that was the biggest compliment he could have ever given me as a young guy in town. I'll never forget that. That was so cool.
And I know I'll never understand.
I don't know why, but I just always try to think that I always take it back to the music. That's what I came here for, is to sing country music. And I've tried to stay on that, and I still think that's, like Mike said, if you keep having a song every now and then that means something, it'll keep your career going for a while. And I think I've always tried to write songs for my fans, and because I'm still a fan, and I write stuff that I like, and I think if they like, and I record other people's songs the same way. So I just hope it all goes back to the music, because all the other stuff in the spotlight really doesn't mean anything without the music. I would just like to do like some of my heroes, like Willie Nelson and Merle Haggard and George Jones. People, they just worked on up, and they're still working, some of them, and playing as much as they can. And if they get tired, they slow down a little bit. And I'll just probably do the same thing as long as I'm still enjoying it and the fans are still enjoying it. So anyway, thank y'all so much.
Hit a little traffic. Optimist.
Decepticons.
It's not near as hot when you're signing off. You know, back in the, was at the fairgrounds, it was like 150 degrees in those old metal buildings with no air conditioning, and we played at the fairground, the racetrack out there. So it's definitely a much cooler venue out here, not only temperature-wise, but just it's beautiful, big stadium, a lot of people. Timing wasn't planned; it just kind of ended up that way. It seems like I've always had an album come out in the fall or right before Christmas. I think they always try to do it, you know, before Christmas, so they think they're going to sell a bunch more albums that way. But it just kind of happened this way, you know. But you know, it's really turned out to be seemed like a good time, timing-wise for the album. That everything is that I've done for it, just media-wise and things, seemed like it's better than doing it in the wintertime. Well, I think a lot of them are opinionated, and I think they feel like they're connected to you, and they are. I mean, I think the country music fans they enjoy knowing about you personally, and it's not most of the time in a nosy kind of way. They're sweet and they care, and they feel like they want to know about you, and that they're connected to you that way. And yeah, they do. They get freaked out if you shave your mustache off, or you like now they buy a lot of them. You don't let your hair grow out long anymore. And I said, well, it won't grow long anymore. This is about as long as it grows. You know, so they do get affected by all that. And I guess the funniest thing, I wore them holy jeans ever since the Chattahoochee video when I wore them in there, and I bet I've heard a million times. Usually it's a lady more like my mama, and they'd say, I know good well you can afford some blue jeans without holes in them now. They just always thought it was terrible. I wore them raggedy blue jeans. I said, I told them it costs more to get them to look like that than it did when you buy them off the rack. We decided to move up here. Of course, I'd never been anywhere, and I called and just rented this apartment over the telephone, and I didn't know anything about Nashville. And then it was out there near the airport, and when we showed up, we actually arrived on Labor Day weekend, which was holiday, of course, and it was supposed to be an all-adult kind of no children kind of apartment place and laid back. We got there and there was children running around all over the parking lots, and people had their cars jacked up in the thing, changing oil, and it was a little what they described. And I think we had a fire and a gunshot within the first month or so, and so. And we got there that day, and I didn't know anybody in Nashville, and we had everything we owned in this U-Haul trailer, and it wasn't much, and she had to help me carry a sofa and all the heavy furniture up 2 flights of stairs to this apartment. So it was, she wasn't happy about it. It's like I was saying, I never have cared much about all that, but and a lot of times I'd shaved in the wintertime or grown a beard or something when I'm not working much, and that's what happened last December. I finished touring, there wasn't anything going on. I thought, well, I'm just going to get tired of trimming that thing. I just shaved one day, and I have time to time when my children were young, it'd freak them out, so I wouldn't do it much with them, but now they're older. But what happened was that video came up all of a sudden, and it wasn't time to roll it out, so I just shot it without it, and then it just kind of. So my wife said she kind of liked it because that's the way I looked when we married. I didn't have a mustache, and so I left it that way for a while. And then a lot of people said they liked it, and a lot of people fussed about it, and I don't know. I think I just grew it back. Got tired of hearing about it. Like most people's reaction that are close to us that know what it's about. I mean, she cried and was very emotional about it, and you know, it's a heavy song, and it's, if y'all don't, some of y'all that don't know, it was when we found out Denise had cancer a year or so ago. This song just came out, and I never even told her I wrote it, and I didn't play it for her, and we went in to cut this album, and we ended up doing it, and just included it on the album for her, and it's just a lot of emotions that was going through my mind at the time, but I tried to write it where it wasn't so obvious, and because we learned, we met so many people and heard so many stories about going through the same situation, and I was hoping that people might relate to it, that been through that, and I think that's, so far, it's the way the reaction has been. Silver Belly for the good times.
Hit a little traffic. Optimist.
Decepticons.
Your cheating heart will make you weep. You cry and cry and try to sleep, but sleep won't come the whole night through. Your cheating heart will tell on you when tears come down like falling rain. You'll toss around and call my name. You'll walk the floor the way I do. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Your cheating heart will tell on you. Happy 100th birthday, Hank. I don't think I'd be here without you.
That's good. Oh yeah, walnuts are way better. Well, as always, that's another video. Hope you guys enjoyed. Be sure to like and subscribe. And I love you all. Peace.